Hi, girlfriend. Welcome back to Sedidity Chick Lifestyle. I am your favorite natural hair care specialist. My name is Jim. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for over 25, 30 years. And I'm based here out of Atlanta, Georgia. And what I do is teach and educate curly girls how to grow and maintain their natural hair in between salon visits. And today is a special video because I'm giving you guys a little peek into the education that I give my students who partner with me in my 1-year partnership program, and or they actually take my one-on-one hair class, and or add education into their hair appointments after they purchase their hair care regimen. Okay, and all of that is on my website, which is www.sediditychick.com. My regimen is there. My body detox is there. Hair and body detox is there. And my 1-year partnership program is there. On my other website, which is for my booking to actually get your hair done, that is www.vagaro.com/sedidity okay, and there you can actually book your appointment, and after you get your regimen, or if you do get your regimen, then you can then begin to book educational classes, because it wouldn't make sense to book an educational class if we're not on the same page under my teachings. Okay, so today it's going to be very informative. Get a pen and a paper. I'm going to give you guys my 8 top reasons that I have noticed inside the salon, and even with my own hair, as the reason why people's hair gets dry. I'm going to give you solutions, and I'm going to give you also a formula. Yes, so get ready. You ready to get into it? Because I got you. This is what I'm here for. This is what God put in my heart to do. So this is my ministry. This is my passion. I want to see you guys have easy wash days. I want to see you guys reach your hair care goals. And I want you guys to see a difference in the things that I educate you about. You actually put it into practice and actually see a difference in your hair and fall in love with your own hair. Okay? So let's get into it. You ready, girl? I'm ready. You ready? Don't be playing with me. You ready? All right, let's go for it. So my first reason why a lot of ladies' hair gets dry is because they're not shampooing and conditioning often enough. So a lot of ladies go through, go to braids, they'll be in and out of wigs, or even they'll just keep on doing their hair over and over again, but they're not shampooing and conditioning their hair often enough. So what is often enough, right? I'm going to say once a week, at least every 7 days. Okay, until you get your hair trained that till you get your hair trained that it is used to being shampooed and conditioned. I want you guys to understand, don't be afraid of shampoo, because shampoos have a pH that opens up the hair follicle, so it's now able to receive the conditioning, which is either in the shampoo and also in the conditioner. A lot of ladies don't like to shampoo their hair because they feel as though it dries their hair out. So with understanding what products to use, you'll definitely see a difference, and you will not be afraid to shampoo and condition your hair on a weekly basis, because you will definitely see a difference in your hair. Okay, so we're gonna go over all of this. Okay, I got you. Okay, so that's the first reason, not shampooing and conditioning their hair on a weekly basis. Number two, they're under protective styling. Braids, wigs. And why? Is because a lot of ladies do not understand how to care for their hair properly. So their hair becomes a burden. So their hair is not giving them the results that they want. They're not getting the look that they want. So it's easier for them to go into protective styling because it's convenient for them. They don't have to worry about their hair. They don't have to do their hair. So, and when they come out of the braids or the wigs or the weaves, then what happens is they don't know what to do, so they go right back into it. So it's like a continuous revolving door of coming out of the braids, going back into the braids, going into the wig, going into the weave. You know what I'm saying? And they never get a chance to put their own hands in their hair under the correct education to get the results that they really, really want. Okay. Also, I'm going to add to that, a lot of you guys do too many different hairstyles. You got to get your hair used to and trained in the shampooing, the conditioning, and wearing your hair out. When you're always switching up your hairstyles, and a lot of us black women do, we love it. We love it. I used to be like that too. When I say that I used to like to do different looks all the time, I did. And I still do sometimes, right? But I always come back to this, my curly girl look. Why? Because my hair thrives here. This is where my hair thrives at. This is what my hair likes. This is where I don't have to do my hair more than once out of the week. Once I set it, that's it. My hair is done. I exercise. You see, I got my exercise outfit on. I just came from the gym. This is how my hair looks, okay? Even after coming from the gym. So when you're doing too much to it because you don't know what to do, you're keeping your hands in your hair almost every day or every other day. And you're just getting a lot of product buildup, okay? And you're handling your hair too much, which ultimately can cause breakage, okay? That was number two. Number three, a lot of ladies are using oils and butters in place of shampooing and conditioning. Now, I'm not against oils and butters. I used to be. At first I wasn't, then I was, now I'm not, okay? I think I was influenced a little bit. First, it was a lack of understanding on my part originally. Then I went with the no oils and butter. And then I actually used them and understood how to not allow it to build up on the hair. Okay. So I was for the oils and butters, then I wasn't, and now I am, but it's with a balance. Everything is about balance, ladies. So oils and butters can be used. You may say, okay, let's say for oil, you're not going to use oils and butters in place of your shampoo and conditioning. Your shampoo and conditioning is something that you needed to be doing every 5 to 7 days. Simple as that. But the deal is, a lot of ladies then tend, instead of shampoo and conditioning their hair again the day that they're supposed to on wash day, they'll slap oil over top of it or butter. So that's exactly what it's doing. It's staying on top of the hair shaft. It's not absorbing into the hair shaft. So now it's just a layer over top. Have you ever experienced your hair being dry, but you feel the oil on your hair or the moisture, like because you have the film on your hands, but your hair's still hard, it's still brittle? That's because your hair is not absorbing. When you have a bunch of product laying on top of your hair and it's not absorbing, it's just laying on top of your hair. It's just coating your hair. It's a barrier over your hair, but it's not hydrating your hair, okay? Hydrating your hair is different than slapping oils, butters, or creams on your hair, okay? And we'll get to that, of how to solve that as well, okay? I think that you can use that, but you have to still use your shampoo and conditioner once a week, but you may have to add an extra step into that, okay? But I'm going to tell you about that. Number 4, a lot of ladies haven't found the right products to really hydrate their hair, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because listen, we're about to go in. Most of the products I use are not products that are owned by Black people. Why? Because hair is hair. I know you guys don't like to hear that, but hair is hair, guys. The concept of hair, the structure of hair, the medulla, the cortex, it's all the same. Just some were white people, they may have more hydrated or oily hair than we have. That's the only difference. That's the only difference besides genetics. And that's different between us as well as curly girls, right? Get into this. A lot of natural hair products that are geared to you, think about it, that are geared to Black women are either big company natural hair products. So what do I mean? They're owned by Lever, they're owned by L'Oreal, they're owned by Procter and Gamble, right? Then we got the smaller brand Black natural hair products that are geared to us, right? That may be Shea Moisture, that may be Miele, right? That may be whatever they are. They're Black owned small natural hair companies, right? So what happens is when these companies when they first start out, their ingredients are the bomb. Their ingredients are the bomb, right? They work for you. The Black woman or the curly girl woman is enforcing it. She's showing you how to use it. She's into it, right? The minute they sell out, it's about profit margins. What do I mean? They sell out to the big companies. They keep their face. They have they keep the big companies will then keep Miele's face as the brand. The big companies will keep Miele as on the board, like give her maybe 45%. She can't say but so much, right? But the big companies also has Miele's customer base, following, trust factor, right? Now, they're going to make this product here that Miele came out with that you trust and I trust, that's been working, and they're going to change the ingredients. They're going to change the ingredients because they want to make it cheaper in ingredients because they want higher profit margins. Those ingredients are going to be toxic. They're going to be endocrine disruptors. They're going to be cancerous. They're going to mess with your hormones, and you will notice a difference in your hair. Okay? When it comes to products that are geared to Black women from these major companies, they are purposely putting in high amounts of chemicals and toxins in them, okay, that are absolutely horrible for your overall health. That's part of the reason why I don't fool with over-the-counter products that are purposely geared towards Black women. That's why I don't. And what happens is when these small companies, Black companies, sell out, they don't tell you and I. They don't got to. It's their business. They don't got to. And they don't. They don't tell you and I. And you wondering why, what's the difference? That be the difference. Okay? So I deal with companies that are professional, who deal with curly hair, and products that just work. Products that just work. Most of the products that I use inside the salon are not geared to Black women. They're not. They're just great hair care products. Why? Because they do what they say they're going to do. Point blank. And I see a result in them. Not a halfway result. I see a result in them. I can tell a difference in the hair the first time I use it. And that's where your mind has to be, okay? Because a lot of these small black-owned companies, they're great at first. And then when they when the big guy comes to them and they want to be able to live a certain lifestyle, they letting that go. They're gonna sell to the big guy. And the big guy is not your friend, okay? So, where was I at? Okay, I think I was at 4. Haven't found the right hair products to really hydrate your hair. Right, okay. Number 5 is a lot of ladies don't understand hair behaviors. So what do I mean? Like, you may look at my hair and you may say my hair is dry because it's full, right? It's big hair. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. I'm just assuming. But my hair is not dry. It's not as hydrated as it could be, but it's not what you call dry hair, okay? We're used to mama putting oils and butters on her hair and touching her hair and our hair feeling the film of product sitting on top of the hair that's now on your hands. You're used to combing through your hair when it's straight and not hearing nothing. You're used to maybe when it's straighter seeing it reflect light and having some type of shine. Dry hair is a behavior, not a feeling, okay? Brittleness is a feeling, but dry hair is more of a behavior. What do I mean? Dry hair tends to tangle. It frizz easy. What do I mean? So let's talk about tangle. When your hair is dry, you'll notice when you're doing your shampooing and your conditioning, once you wet the hair, okay, and you put in your shampoo, you'll notice that your hair will begin to web. The hair shaft, okay, the hair shaft, it will begin to web, okay? That's how you know your cuticles of your hair strand is risen and it needs to be smoothed, okay? You get the webbing in the hair. Also, you'll notice that when you do your sets, your wash and goes, you'll notice when you do your wash and goes or any set, it's not going to be defined like that. You'll notice they won't last. The curl definition won't last. You'll notice when you wet your hair, if you get in the shower and you wet your hair and it's frizzy, it's no curl definition, or it's slight curl definition, your hair's dry. Your hair's dry. When you set your hair, it ain't lasting, it's dry. That's a behavior. You have to start looking at your hair once you wet it. How is it behaving? Stop going by how it feels. Go by what it's telling you, how it's behaving. Another one is that short hairs will begin to pop off. It will begin to break. You'll notice it in the shower when you're doing your hair, or you'll notice it when you blow dry it. You'll notice it when you're setting it, you're combing it. Just short hairs are popping off. What does that mean? Here's the hair strand. Short hairs like this will be popping off. Or like this. It's not long hairs that are coming out of the hair follicle. The hair strand itself is breaking off. I'm in teaching mode now, y'all. Get with it. So you'll notice that over time, you'll say, my hair is thinning. No, your hair is breaking, because thinning starts at the root when you see more scalp than hair. That's sparse thinning hair. When your hair is no longer full from root to ends because you got short, broken off spots, that means your hair is breaking. It's a difference. Y'all get me? You'll also notice more split ends. So that means, that's why a lot of ladies do not like to get their ends trimmed. And I always suggest every 8 to 3 months, every 8 weeks to 3 months, you should be getting a dusting of your hair. You should be getting a dusting, not even a full trim. Like, to me, anything more than this is a cut. Anything more than this is a cut. This is an inch. Your first notch on your fingers is an inch. Okay? Anything that is to an inch, you are now getting a haircut. A whole reshape. A haircut. Okay? When you come to the hair salon and you come every 3 months, you should be getting a dusting. That's not even half of an inch. You should be getting a dusting. Why? Because your ends are in good tack. They're hydrated. When you get a lot of split ends, because your hair is dry, you never get the opportunity to see your length retention. You're cutting off your hair at the same rate that it's growing. The hair only grows about 1/2 of an inch a month. So if you wait 3 months, which you want to get 1.5 inches, and you got cut off a whole inch, you only got 1 month's worth of growth. And if every time you come, you got to do that, you see how slow the process is? But if you come every 3 months and you getting that little dusting, every time you come, you're getting a good inch and a little bit more worth of hair. But what the dusting is doing is keeping your hair full from root to ends. It's keeping any dryness off. It's keeping your shape. It's keeping your hair healthy. So as it continues to grow, it is easy to manage, because hair that has not been trimmed at the ends, not only do they get split, but when you're shampooing your hair, remember when I talked about the webbing? Now you'll notice your ends of your hair get locked. You'll be able to go through your hair, but then the ends, you'll notice the ends, you can't get through the ends of your hair. That's because the hair is dry and or it needs to be trimmed. Okay? So that's why it's important to understand your hair behaviors. What is your hair saying? What is it doing? How is it behaving once you wet it? I suggest also getting a shower mirror in the shower. Get off of Amazon. They're fog resistant. Some of them have lights on them. Look at your hair once you wet it down. And I'll go through all of that. I'm getting, in my head, I'm getting above myself and moving fast. But I'm not going to do that. 6. Wrong product combinations. Y'all just be buying products. Y'all don't know the brand from the category of the product. Y'all don't even know how to use it correctly. I see a lot of that. I'll say, what kind of product did you use? They'll say, oh, I use Shea Moisture. I didn't ask you the brand. I asked you, what product did you use? And if you don't even know that, if you don't know the category, then you can never understand how to use them correctly. If you don't understand your hair behavior, you can never formulate the correct category shampoo to remedy that hair behavior. I'm going to say it again. If you don't understand your hair behavior, what is it doing? Is it frizzy? How is it breaking? What is it doing? If you're not cognitive of that in the shower, okay, You'll never understand what products to use and how to use them to formulate to be able to remedy that hair behavior. The longer your hair stays in a dry state, if it's breaking or frizzing or tangling, the more breakage you'll get. You can't let these things prolong. You gotta, once you notice it, you gotta hit it in the nose. Okay? You gotta stop it. 7. Seven is a lack of balance between protein and moisture. Listen, ladies, a lot of you guys like to do moisture. Your hair is just not made up of trying. Just because our hair is dry doesn't mean that you're going to keep using moisture all the time. It don't go like that. Everything is about balance. Everything is about balance, ladies. Excuse me. There is a balance between protein and moisture. And you got to understand that. Ladies who talk about they're protein sensitive, that's because you're not using it correctly. What you're not doing is putting moisture behind it. Anytime you use protein, you have to use moisture behind it. You have to. You have to. So you're not protein sensitive. It's that you're using it incorrectly. Okay. Number 8. The last one. Why a lot of people's hair is dry. If you notice and you're doing everything correctly, that your hair is still dry, it's an internal issue. You're dehydrated on the inside. There's like, when I did the research, ladies, it's like 80 something, 90 something % of Americans are severely dehydrated. Dehydrated. When you gotta go to the hospital and they give you an IV, you're dehydrated. Just because you're not thirsty doesn't mean that your body doesn't need water. You're dehydrated. And the thing about it is, water flushes you. Fruits and vegetables hydrate you. Fruits really hydrate you. Water is H2O. Fruits are H230 or H3O. But it hydrates you on a cellular level. It has electrolytes in it. What vitamins and minerals are you getting out of water? None. Water flushes your body. It keeps your blood flowing. So your blood don't get congested. It keeps your colon flowing. It keeps pushing things down that need to be pushed down and out. But it's not giving you electrolytes. It's not hydrating you like that. It helps when you sweat. Absolutely. But it's not like hydration that you will get from fruit. So a lot of us need a detox. I talk about that with you guys all the time. The foundation of your hair care is always going to be internal. What you see on the outside is a direct reflection of what's going on in the inside, ladies. Your diet. It has to be. If you eating crazy, listen, your hair is the last to get your hair gets its vitamins and nutrients from your bloodstream. If you're not eating enough of the good thing, it's not even getting into your bloodstream enough to actually get to your hair. Your hair is the last to get anything because your body is going to give the nutrients that's in your blood to your organs first to keep you alive. Your hair, your skin, and your nails is the last to get anything. The last. So even if you say I'm only eating 1 meal a day, that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. And if you have a 1 meal a day and you're eating junk, it's even worse horrible. Because what are you getting enough for your hair? You're not. You got to eat enough of the good thing. You have to. That's major. You have to. So, and also you got to realize that we're living in a time that a lot of our foods are are have a lot of pesticides. Even the healthy foods have a lot of pesticides in it. They're messing with the food, all this different kind of stuff. You got to detox your body, because it's hard even when you try to start eating healthy, when you got a whole layer of food and toxins built up in your body. It's almost like, again, going to the bathroom on a toilet that is already clogged. Nothing can get through. It can't flush. Your body can't flush. So you have to, ladies, you have to get into detoxing. You have to get into juicing so your body can begin to eliminate those toxins out your body. So now when you go and eat and when you go and juice, now your body is now receiving it, absorbing it. Hold on. Come on in. Hold on. Okay, I'm back now. The maintenance people had came because my sink was stopped up. And it was my hair. It was my hair in there. So where was I at? So I said the 8th one was dry inside internally, and that our foundation is our actual health. So let's start talking about products and brands, okay? Let's talk about it. This is a product that I do like. I'm going to turn this down. Why? Because it does what it says it does. When you see this product, I want you to understand. We're going to go over products. AG Care is the brand. What does it do? It balances. Okay? This is an all-purpose shampoo. This cleanses and hydrates at the same time. Okay? It cleanses and hydrates at the same time. So when you look at a hair product, two things you're going to be looking for. The brand, Inner Sense, and what does it do? Hydrating cream hair bath. That's a shampoo. It's a hydrating cream hair bath, okay? The brand is Inner Sense, and the category is a hydrating cream bath. Let's go. What's the brand? What's the category? What's the category first? And what's the brand? So, the category first is a moisturizing shampoo. The brand is Dad. Let's go. The brand is Dad. The category is, you see it says deep treatment. It is a deep treatment. This is telling you what? That it's a deep conditioner. If it don't say it, it ain't. Don't assume that something is that it's not. This is a deep conditioner. It's a treatment. What does it do? It's a curl restoration therapy. It replenishes curl, and it has essential amino acids and proteins and moisture for stronger, nourished, and healthy curls. This is a bonding. Okay? Why? Because it has amino acids, protein, and moisture. So when people say that they're protein sensitive, they can use this right here, bonding. Because bonding has protein and moisture. Okay? This right here is another bonding. Who's the brand? Schwarzkopf. What is the category? The category is going to tell you what it's going to do. Remember that. The brand is just by who it's by, but the category is going to tell you what the product does. Okay? A tri-bond treatment. It's a bonding. and it's a treatment. Okay? Let's go. What do you see? Tell me, what is the brand and what is the category? Your category is what the product does. The category says right here, intense hydrating mask. That is deep treatment. Anytime it's a mask, it's deep treatment. Okay? The brand is Dad. You get the drift, guys? Okay. The brand is Dad. And the category is frizz fighting hydrating mask. It's a hydrating mask. So this is not something that is, this is hydrating and it's a mask. So this is a deep conditioner. So here we go again. The brand is AG Care. And what does it do? This right here is, what does it say on here? It just says a silicone-free conditioner. It doesn't say deep treatment. It doesn't say mask. It doesn't say reconstructor. It says a silicone-free conditioner. So this is not a deep conditioner. You have to read your products to be able to know if the product category is going to do what your hair needs. So let's put this all together. I got mess back there, y'all, so please forgive me. All right. So these are some of my favorite products, and these are some of the products that are definitely in my hair care regimens and that I use in the salon, and I also use on myself at home. I do not use any product in the salon that I have not used on myself first. I promise you. I do this. I teach y'all from the genuine care that I do with my own hair and that I see the results in my clients when they come and sit in the chair at the salon, okay? So, let's say the point of a hair care regimen, let's talk about that. The point of a hair care regimen is that it allows you to be able to know what you have been doing to your hair and how your hair has been reacting to what you've been doing. So if you know that you need moisture and you've been doing moisture and now all of a sudden you notice over time your hair is not being moisturized, now you can actually say, okay, I'm noticing my hair is breaking, and I'm noticing that my hair feels very dry, okay? And you've been doing moisture over moisture over moisture over moisture, and you're just not noticing the difference. More than likely, you've been using if your sets ain't been lasting, you've probably been putting more product on your hair, and now you've got product buildup. So I'm going to reach for the balancing. The reason why, and I'll say you would do one shampoo with the balancing. Okay. Balancing is a split between cleansing and moisture. You don't need to use this product all the time. You only need to use it when you feel as though that you may have product buildup. And you only need one shampoo of it. Along with this, a lot of you ladies are not shampooing your hair correctly, okay? And I'll get into that as well. So this would be your first shampoo. How do we shampoo, ladies? First of all, when you're in the shower, and I always suggest to do it in the shower. Why? Because when you're in the shower, you can get the the water is running all over your hair. I see a lot of ladies who leave certain parts of their hair out. Think of your hair in sections, in 4 sections, okay? And work your hair within those sections, okay? And put quadrants inside those sections. So what do I mean? This could be one section, right? This could be another one back here, another one back here, and another one here. This is one section. That's one. That's 3 sections within my one section. Once your hair is completely saturated, and ladies, a lot of times y'all rush. Y'all don't take your time with y'all hair. You got to love doing your hair. You got to love wanting the results. You got to love and take time with your hair care. Use warm water. Totally saturate your hair. When I say saturated, you should be rinsing your hair before you even put in any type of shampoo. At least 3 to 4 minutes. Absolutely. Your hair should be completely saturated with water. And what you should notice is that your hair should feel heavy. You should feel that the water has weighed your hair down. Once you take your hair from out the water, your hair should feel heavy. If it's not, and it looks like the way this looks now, after you just took your head from out the water, your hair is dry. That's a hair behavior. Then you take your product, you put it in your hand, and you emulsify it. You work it into your hair, down your hair shaft, and you work up to the root. And you do that everywhere. You get it because you want your product to be evenly distributed throughout your whole head, because you can't see in the back. And if you don't got no shower mirror, you can't even see in the front. That's why I tell ladies you have to have a shower mirror. Work that product in, going down your hair. You should be able to then take the warm water, and go through your hair and start to detangle with your fingers. Finger detangle, elongating that hair with your fingers. You can't even begin to get to your scalp if your hair is tangled. It's no way. A lot of ladies, everybody don't have a balanced scalp. Some people have dry scalp. Some people have psoriasis. Some people got dandruff. Your hair got to be detangled first before you can even get to your scalp. Because whatever's in your scalp is going to eventually go to your hair and then has to come out of your hair. So your first shampoo should always be getting your hair thoroughly wet, working the product through, down your hair shaft, fingering it through with your fingers, and then going in and working on your scalp. I love this brush. Why? Because it helps to detangle the hair, it helps to clump the hair, and it helps to whatever is on the scalp is actually getting it off of the scalp and bringing it through the hair so it can come out. You don't want to see dandruff flakes in your hair. You want it to come out your hair, so when you rinse that first shampoo off, now it is coming out the hair into the sink and out in the tub going down the sink, right? Remember, this is cleansing and moisture. You do not use this all the time, because why? It will dry your hair out. You don't always need cleansing. This is only because you feel as though you have buildup. These are my other 2 go-to. I love these products. I love them. Listen, anything that is cream-based is going to be so gentle on your hair, okay? So Inner Sense cream hair bath is so gentle. And using this as a second shampoo or your Weed That Moisturizing is really going to hydrate your hair. How do you apply it? The same way. Do your pump, you put it in you emulsify it in your hands, go down your hair shaft. Hair shaft. I can't talk. Hair shaft. Go down your hair shaft, right? From ends on up to your roots. You can begin to work in your scalp and really get the blood circulating and getting any debris that may be on the scalp up. As you fingering through your hair, you shouldn't be like this, tangling your hair. You should be elongating your hair with your fingers in the warm water. The warm water is going to help the froth and the lather and begin to work the product into your hair cuticle so it can lay. It works the product in so the product and the ingredients can work. Give it time. Don't just put it in and rinse it right out either. Give it a little time. Work it in. Work it in. Work your ends. Work your hair. Work it. Work it. Work it. Okay? Now, if you've been doing moisture all this time, you may want to do 2 moisturizing shampoos. So, one cleansing and 2 moisturizing shampoos. You may want to. Okay? Then you're going to come in with your bonding. Why? Because it's a balance between protein and moisture. A lot of times when you're putting moisture over moisture over moisture, after a while, the hair is not going to receive the moisture no more. You know why? Because it's unbalanced. When your hair becomes unbalanced, it needs the balance between protein and moisture. And what people don't understand, protein allows the hair to absorb moisture. Did you hear me? Protein allows the hair to absorb moisture. Now, is this straight protein? No, it's not. I don't advise anybody to use straight protein unless your hair is falling out. What do I mean? Your hair has been chemically damaged and is falling out from the root. That's when your hair is falling out. But we're talking about breakage. Your hair strand is breaking. Your hair looks like it's thinner or see-through because your hair is not full from root to end, because this now here is thinner and then in here is thicker because a lot of hairs then broke off all the way down here and you got these stragglies now out here. That's when your hair is breaking. You need balance. How often do you do this? You do this until your hair stops. You do it until your hair stops. Then you come behind it after you rinse that out and you put hydrating over top of it. Now, you may say, hey, Jem, do I have to put the moisture behind it? You don't have to, because it does have moisture already in these. But me personally, because we have naturally dry hair, I'm going to put the moisture behind it. These products also say you can leave them in to 10, 15 minutes. I leave mine in much longer. And remember, anytime when you're conditioning your hair, ladies, anytime when you're conditioning your hair, okay? Anytime when you are conditioning your hair, you have to go down the hair shaft. You're working the product in. You're sealing the cuticle. You're adding warm water to your hands into the hair that the conditioner is in, that you use a nice amount of conditioner. Don't be cheap with that conditioner. Put a nice amount of conditioner in that hair. And what the warm water is going to do is it's going to open up the hair follicle, the hair strand, to allow the product to absorb. You want the product to absorb in your hair. And the water is going to help the product to evenly distribute. What do I mean? It's going to get frothy. It's going to foam a little bit. And it's going to be easier to spread from root to ends. At this point, actually in the shampoo part, your hair should be detangled. By the time you put this in, your hair should be free, loose, and clumping. Once your hair gets completely hydrated. When you first start out, it may not do that because your hair is dry, because it's unbalanced. But your hair should be weighed down. It should be having hang time. It should be weighed down. Like weighed down. It really should. It should be weighed down. Okay? So, bonding first, then hydrating. You need things at home. Once you put this in your hair, the bonding, and you didn't work it through all good, you didn't got it all over your hair from root to ends. Remember, wherever the conditioner don't touch, it can't help. Excuse me. So once you get it all over from root to ends, and you didn't edit your water, and the hair is completely hydrated and detangled, buy these plastic caps. Get them off of Amazon. Get yourself your hair. You need supplies at home, y'all. You need supplies at home, y'all. Okay? Get yourself a plastic cap. Put it over your head. Come out the shower. Do some work around the house. Leave it on for about a good 20, 30 minutes. Or go and sit underneath the hair dryer. I notice a lot of you guys don't even have hair dryers. You let your hair air dry. You should have a hair dryer. You see my hair dryer right there? You guys need a hair dryer. If you are serious about your hair health, it's certain things that you have to have at home. You have to. It's just a no-brainer. You have to. When you allow your hair to air dry, do you know you're exposing your hair to hydro fatigue? Do you know that your sets you don't even allow your sets to set because it's meant to dry underneath the dryer so it can begin to film a cast. When you allow things to air dry, the hair begins to expand. Whereas though, let's just act like this is the hair strand, and you put gel over top of it. After a while, especially if your hair is dry, you'll begin to notice that your hair will begin to fluff and to begin to get frizzy because the product is no longer, because you haven't went underneath the dryer fast enough to begin to hold, because the gel holds, mousse holds. But when you leave it to air dry, it's going to hold, but it's going to start to hold in the shrunken state because you're not letting it dry fast enough underneath the hair dryer. Then if you keep wetting it also, your hair can get, like I said, hydro fatigue. Whereas though, if your hair is wet for long periods of time, your hair will expand and it stays like that. And it's not able to go back. So you can get hydro fatigue. Don't do that to your hair. Because you already had a long time when you're shampooing it and you're leaving the conditioner in and you're putting in 2 different conditioners. So you just don't want to do that all the time. Like leave your hair wet like that. Your hair you don't allow the products to work correctly. The product is meant to, the gels and the mousses are meant to go underneath the dryer, lady. So even if you don't get a dryer like I have, at least get a dryer that goes on the counter and you could put your head under. Sometimes you got to sacrifice and not make excuses. Like, I don't like the hair dryer. Okay, well, I don't like broccoli and spinach all the time, but I made myself like them because they're good for me. Like we're adults and we have to do what is best for our hair. It's not about making excuses about what I don't like. I don't like getting 6 o'clock, 6:30 every morning to go and exercise, but I do. I love making my videos, but I hate editing, you know, but I do sometimes. We do things. That's about a part of being grown, is that we do the hard stuff. We do the things that we may not like to do because it's best for us. Okay? So I want you to understand that. So that is your formula. Let's say let's say that you do not have no buildup. Then you'll go straight into this as being your first shampoo and your second shampoo. Then you go into your bonding. And then then you go into your bonding. And then you go into your conditioning afterwards. Okay? And I promise you, you will see a difference in your hair that day. You will notice that your hair begins to curl very well. You will begin to notice that your sets last. You will begin to notice that your hair is not as tangly. You keep doing this until you don't have no more tangles. You keep doing this until the breakage stops. Then you can take out the bonding and just do this. And you can put this in and rinse it out. You don't got to leave it in as long. Okay? You can use either or. Either or. Or get small bottles and try both and see which one you like better. Okay? Now, I don't have links for all this stuff. I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell you this. I was at Ulta. They had most of this stuff already at Ulta. They had most of this stuff at Ulta. This is AG Balance. This is an all-purpose shampoo. Remember, this is cleansing and moisture. Okay, you only use this if you have buildup. That would be your first shampoo. I do believe you can probably find this off of Amazon or Ulta. Okay, that would be your first shampoo if you have buildup. Dad Curl Quencher Moisturizing Shampoo or Incense Hydrating Cream Hair Bath. Listen, try Ulta or Amazon. I also like going to their main sites, signing up on their email list, and they will start to begin to sell you, email you a bunch of discounts. Okay, so be wise and do those things as well. Okay, sign up on their email list. These professional brands. These are professional brands. Yeah, they may be an Ulta, but they are professional brands. So you may be able to get a better deal if you sign up on go to their direct website and sign up on their email list, and they will begin to send you like 20% off, 30% off of a product, whatever. Okay? If you don't have buildup, these would be your first shampoo. I suggest get small bottles of both, see which one you like better. You have to. Okay? Then you can go into these. Okay, that's your bonding. Okay. Leave it on for 25-30 minutes. And then go into your hydrating. Okay. So that's a formula. You see, I done gave you two formulas. One if you have buildup and one if you don't have buildup. Did you get it? I hope you caught it. If not, you're going to have to replay this video and do it again. Okay? All right. So I done gave you all the tea. Now, I'm going to give you a juice recipe. If you notice that your hair is not you using products, and I think you should do this while you're doing this as well. You need to be having a cucumber, some cucumbers, some lemons, some ginger, and an apple. Juice them bad boys. Distribute that juice between maybe 5 or 6 mason jars and drink one every single day. Drink one every single day. Every single day. It's going to change the game on your hydration. It's going to change the game on your energy. Okay? You're going to notice a difference in your hair. It's going to be more hydrated. Your products are going to work differently because hair products are no match for internal dryness or personal issues that's going on in the inside. Okay. So I hope that this video has been helpful to you. I would love for you to put in the comments, what you liked, what you didn't like if you don't, any questions that you may want me to answer. Again, you're welcome to go to my website, get the actual hair care regimen. Now I'm going to tell you guys another thing. I notice a lot of ladies, once they get the hair care regimen, what happens is they'll get an email. That first email that you get, it looks like a receipt, but it says download. That is your regimen. You press it and download it and it will open up. So I suggest you open it up on your computer, or if you have storage on your phone, you can download it and open it up there. Okay. And go through that regimen. That regimen talks about the hair behaviors, what products to use. There's other hair behaviors. Okay. You got breakage, but there's difference between hair fall and hair shedding. Right? Now your hair can be dry without having all of these symptoms, but this is what you call unbalanced hair. But a lot of people can have dry hair and their hair is not unbalanced, and they would need a whole different formula. But it's within these same products. You would just use them differently. That's it. That's it. It's understanding, look at your hair as to how it's behaving, and then you're going to use the correct category products to begin to remedy it. So let me make a little bit more sense of this. Because this is going to be cleansing off any buildup on the hair, right? This is not going to come, this is not a clarifying, it's an all-purpose because it has moisture in it. So it's not going to completely strip everything off, but it is going to cleanse it. These are not cleansing shampoos. These are hydrating shampoos. So this is not going to cleanse any buildup off of your hair. This will begin to cleanse buildup off your hair. Not like a clarifying shampoo, but it will. Now, this has a higher pH, okay? So this is going to open up your hair strand to be, as it cleanses it, to let the moisture in as well, okay? Once you rinse this out and you put this in, now this is all hydrating. So this has a lower pH balance. So it's going to begin to close it a little bit, but it has all hydrating and moisture properties in it. So then now when you go in with your bonding, because your hair is dry and you've been adding moisture, now it's going to really be able to receive this. Now, when you start adding your water and to froth it up and to really go through that hair and really start to work it in, because you're doing this motion, it's going to automatically begin to absorb. Let it sit in. Then you rinse it out and then you add this. That is your remedy right there. Because as the shampoos are opening the hair follicle, these begin to close it. So these are sealing it. This is sealing your hair follicles down as it's putting moisture into the hair. That's why it's bonding, because it's protein and moisture. It's sealing the hair follicle. Excuse me, the hair strand. I apologize. It's sealing the hair strand and putting protein and moisture in it. This is just putting moisture in it. Okay, so I hope that all made sense to you, because I really did try to break that down. Okay, all right. So again, if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you like to get the hair care regimen, you're welcome to go to www.sediditychick.com and get your hair care regimen. Also, I have a detox also on there. It's called the Hair and Body Detox. That's really dope as well. Yeah, and that's it. And from there, if you would like to book me, you're welcome to go to my actual booking website and you can book me, and you will book under first time hair clients if you are a first time hair client. If you want to talk education, then you will book also with your appointment the educational classes too. Okay. And that's different from the actual hands-on hair class. So what's the difference? So let me talk difference about the both my programs. The 1-year partnership program that comes with education, just like I'm talking to you now. You will come every 3 months when it comes time to your trim and restoring the hair. Okay, what you do at home is going to be the shampooing and the conditioning and the bonding, and you're going to follow the regimen to the T. But your observation, the regimen works as well as you work it. You have to be observant to your hair behaviors to know how to switch your formulas, your hair category products to remedy that particular hair behavior. And you don't know until you're in the shower. Okay? Or you probably can remember from the week before, like, oh, my hair was doing this in the shower, was doing this. Okay, I need to switch it up. Okay? Like I said, that comes with hair education, and it comes with your hair appointment. Okay, every 3 months. Okay. The actual education, that's for people who just bought the regimen and they decided they don't want to take out extra time for education. They rather get their education when they come get their hair done. So these people are actually talking to me, okay, I don't understand this about the regimen. I'm noticing this what my hair is doing. I tried this, but this didn't work, or this did, but this didn't work. And I can then begin to troubleshoot with them about their hair and about what they did, and help to maneuver and change the regimen according to what is best for their hair. Okay? Because everybody's hair is different. Then the other one is a one-on-one hair class, whereas though you've been through the regimen, you've done education, and now you may have problems with your skill set. That may be shampooing correctly, and or setting your hair. You may say, hey, I would like a pop and wash and go. I don't think I'm doing it correctly. So we'll go through your shampoo process. You'll bring your products with you. You will shampoo your hair. I'm going to watch you and see what you're doing. I'm going to correct you, and we're going to video it so you can take the video home. But then also, I'm going to show you how to set your hair properly, whether if it's a wash and go, or if it's a twist set, or if it's a braid set, or if it's a rod set, whatever it is that you want to learn how to do, how to set your hair in between salon visits, I will begin to teach you on that day. And watch what you are doing at home, and or the lack thereof of what you may have not understood in the hair care regimen, that I can then teach you. Because a lot of times I notice a lot of ladies who even have the hair care regimen, some things they just didn't grasp. They don't remember, or they overlooked, and they're not doing it. And it's in the hair care regimen, and I get a chance to look. Sometimes it's the little things, ladies, that will keep you from getting the result that you want. And that's what I'm here for. Okay. So they're the actual services for education that I have besides doing hair. Okay. So I hope this video, it was long, I know, but it was very informative. And let me know how you liked it, how you loved it, or didn't love it, or whatever it is in between. And I will talk to you soon. I thank you guys so much. My channel is growing. I am very thankful, and I really want to continue helping you guys along your natural hair care journey. I am Jim. I am their natural hair care stylist here out of Atlanta, Georgia. And you guys have a blessed and prosperous day. God bless. Bye-bye.